Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Ashley, and today I am here in front of my fireplace because we built a fire for one of the first times this season, and it's just so cozy and warm, and I thought it would make a good backdrop for this introduction. So today I'm here to talk to you about my reading journal. This is it here, but before I show you that one, I just kind of wanted to show you my history of reading journals. So I had started out with these type of journals from Michael's, and these are just a dot grid. Actually, I found another one, so that's 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. And then last year I went a little bit of a different route and got a dot grid journal from Hobby Lobby, and I wrote out a lot of pages and then I never used it, which I'm really kind of sad because I don't know what that is all about. Some of these are really cute and I wish I had used this, but I only did a few of the introductory pages and then I didn't actually use it at all the entire year. And so this year I went even more different and I printed out a reading journal. Now most of this I created myself, and so I thought I would just show you all that I did and created and all through my reading journal. This is what the cover of it looks like. There's strawberry tabs and I have bound it all together with my binding machine. And so there are some challenges and such that I printed out from other people, but other than that, most of everything else I created and printed myself. And so we are going to flip through and show you every page. All right, so here is my reading journal. And the cover I did make myself on Canva. And as I go through here, I'll let you know the pages that I made and which ones I got from somebody else. So, title page. This one I made on Canva. They give out different stickers at holidays and special themes for scooters, and I wanted to collect them. So I put a sticker page at the beginning. Next, I have my reading goals. I also made all of these tabs. I just printed out a pattern and then cut them with a tab punch. Then I have year at a glance with all of the months, and I plan to put new releases or any events maybe. I'm not really sure yet. And then we have my star rating system with quotes from Dirty Dancing, because that's my favorite movie. Here we have the reading history, and this is where I will put how many books I read per month in each year. I did create both of these pages. Then we have my reading tracker. I just plan to mark each day that I read. Probably by month I'll change the color. So all January will be a color, all of February. I created that page. I also created this page in Canva. There's enough for 10 books here to list titles and then mark when I've finished reading them. Then we have monthly stats for 2025, and this is to track how many books read, pages read, the average star rating, how many books bought, how many unhauled, and then how many physical, ebook, or audiobooks, and how many I borrowed, from the library, and how many off my own shelves. I created that page. I also created this page, and this one is a daily pages read. I will put page ranges here with colors and then fill in the dots for how many pages read each day. I did create this one, and there is enough books for 100 books, and I plan to color these in by genre. And then I have my reading log. This one will be the date, the title, These stand for paperback, hardback, ebook, audio, owned, borrowed, and ARC. And then the star rating. And I have enough again for 100 books. Also created the series tracker. There's 2 pages for that. And then a DNF graveyard. I only put room for 6. I don't usually DNF too often. And then we have best book of the year. This one I plan to put book covers and do a bracket for the best book of 2025. This one I did not create. This one came from the Book Girls Guide. There's a few different challenges I plan on doing with them. And this is the backlist reading challenge. So you try to read a book in every year back to 2013. I also created all of these little divider pages. I just put patterns into Canva and printed them out. Here we have Go With The Flow challenge. And that is, Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand is one of the hosts. These are just the instructions for that. This one I created myself. This is just for a read along for the Yada Yada Prayer Group series. There is actually 7 books in that series, and I hope to read all of those this year. We have the Alphabet Challenge, which I did create this spread on Canva. And then we have the Buzzword Challenge created by Books and Lala. So these are printed from her. And we have the Title Challenge and the Book Cover Challenge. We have the Read with Allison Challenge. That one is printed from Read with Allison. This one I'm not going to go through right yet because it's one that I have created. And I will be putting an announcement out soon for that. There's a few pages to that one. Then we have the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge by Chantel Reads All Day. This one I found on Pinterest. It's just the previous book challenge. It's very similar to Go With The Flow. And I think this is even a 2024 challenge, but I found this one before Go With The Flow, so I just went ahead and printed it out. And then we have the Book Lovers Reading Challenge, which is also from the Book Girls Guide, and it just has different themes of books to find, like characters connecting through books, books about bookstores, holiday reads, books written under pen names, things like that. So when you read one, you can write the title in. Then this one is also through the Book Girls Guide. It's Read Around the USA. So I have the states and the regions. I also have a world challenge, but I don't think I printed that one out. And then I found this one called the Keyword Reading Challenge. And it's from chapteradventure.com. It was just one I thought was interesting and decided to do. I also found these this year. It's the Uncorked Bingo. And that is from the Uncorked Librarian. And so each season there's a bingo board of 9 prompts. So this one is January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. I printed those out from here. So these go along with the season book bingos, and it's just to list your books out. This one I created myself, and this is just a tracker for the Harry Potter series. Each book has a box for each of the chapters, so I can track how far I am. And the last challenge is the Flourish and Blots challenge for 2025, and there is a page for each of the jobs for the challenge this year. I did not create any of these. These were created by another member on the group page. And we get into our monthly spreads, and these are all pretty much the same. It starts with the reading challenges TBR. I have all the different reading challenges that I plan to work through that were already listed on here, plus a couple book clubs. I found out after I added all these out that I have a duplicate, so I'm going to have to fix those. But every month has one of these, and I will write the different prompts for that month so that I can work with my TBR. And then we have the monthly layout where I can put in the dates for the month. I can list some TBR books. I can check off the days that I read. And then this is where I will list the books that I actually read with the color code that will coordinate with the calendar and days that I read up here. I just like to see that all laid out. And then it goes into weekly, where I can put book covers if I'd like. And then if I started it that day, I can click started, or if I finished it that day, I can click finish, and then write how many pages I read of that book each day. And then for the week, I'll tally how many started, how many finished, how many I DNF'd, and how many pages I read all together, as well as a tracker for each day read. And then I also have a tracker for reading my Bible each day. And then there should be enough pages for each week, for each month. And I think, yeah, so then at the end, I have a statistics wrap-up page. So I'll put how many days of the month were read and how many percentage. So I'll take the number of days read divided by how many days in the month to get the percentage, how many books read, how many pages read altogether in the month, and then the average of how many pages per book. Tally how many hardcovers, paperbacks, ebooks, audios, graphic novels, and ARCs, and then how many of the books were adult, YA, middle grade, or children's, as well as their star ratings, and how many I DNF'd, and how many were rereads, and the best book of the month I can put a cover. I will also add any monthly challenges. I've already added some monthly challenges for January. So I have the winter treasure hunt, which is actually for January and February. And this one is put on by Charlene at Coffee and a Book. So there's that one. And then I also have Read in the New Year. And because I have a binding machine, I can just print out any challenges for each month and add them in as I go. So the rest of these all have just the reading challenge, monthly page, weekly pages, and the statistics page. And then I can add in challenges if I need to. Here's the next month, March. And all of these are different. And of course, they are all strawberry themed to go with the rest of my journal. And then at the very end, I have book reviews, just have a place to put the cover, title, and information, and a short blurb about what I thought. And I believe this is for the star rating. I can't recall, but that's lots of pages. There should be enough for 100, and that is all I have to my journal. So that is all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video and liked seeing my reading journal this year, please let me know in the comments down below and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.